Hello, hello, hello. This is Quantum Queen 3121. I'm fresh faced out the shower. What do you think Kevin Thomas would rate me? I'm just being facetious. Anywho, I'm back. It's been a while. I haven't had a minute, but tomorrow will be April 21st, which is the worst day in the world for me. It's the day that my favorite person transitioned. And I had a lot of synchronicities this weekend, and I want to talk about them. I was with someone over the weekend, and we did a podcast, and afterwards we went to brunch. We were talking about some things, and a song came on. A song from this album, which is Prince's second album. This album was $4.99 at the Wiz. Can you believe that? And I miss vinyl because vinyl came with these really cool inserts with all of the lyrics. And I want to talk about the song I Feel For You, which is the seventh song on his second album, which I find 7 is my favorite number. We were talking about feeling. In my last video, we talked about the heart-mind connection and how important the heart is. Oh, my shirt. Funny thing, because I wore the shirt not even realizing what I was going to talk about. But when you live in 5D, this is what you get. Magic. The heart-mind. The heart has to do with feeling. And the seventh song is a song called I Feel For You. And in this time when people are talking so much about manifestation and creation and personal development and all the things, we don't always realize how important the heart is in all of this. We talk about follow your heart. We talk about all these things. I find it interesting listening to Prince music now after discovering quantum physics. It's why I feel like he was the greatest quantum physicist of all time. And I look at this song and even the title, I Feel For You. Those of us who follow Neville Goddard all know he talks about the feeling. The secret is the feeling. And in our manifestations, it is very important. Once you have that imagination and you have the idea, you have to really focus in on the feeling. And where do we get this feeling? In the heart. And when I listen to this stuff, this old Prince music, I get really excited. So let's talk about these lyrics a little bit. And we can talk about a few other things. I feel for you. Baby, baby, when I look at you, I get a warm feeling inside. There's something about the things you do that keeps me satisfied. I wouldn't lie to you, baby. It's mainly a physical thing. This feeling that I got for you, baby, it makes me want to say, I feel for you. I think I love you. When we talk about the feeling, and I think about how Prince manifested being who he is, he had to have embodied that feeling of being a super rock star. We have to embody the feeling of being successful. We have to embody the feeling of being wealthy. And more importantly, what I'm coming across a lot now, I guess because we're living in a day and age where we've got all this social media and we have access to information in lightning speed, people are not really taking the time to feel. If we take the time and really feel, what does it feel like to be successful? What does it feel like to be loved? So many people I know that are looking for relationships and looking for love. We live in a day and age when I don't even know if people really know what that feeling feels like. How does it feel to allow our mind to drop into our hearts? Like I said in my last video, this is where we get that synchronicity. This is where the magic happens, when the heart and the mind connects. There's so many things that the mind wants. If we want to talk about relationships, my friend was like, I want a guy that's 6 foot tall. We talk about people, you want a guy that has all these things. But we tend to overlook, not all of us, but until we know, the way a person makes us feel. They say, what is that saying? You will always remember how a person made you feel. If you make a person, this is even something that's in the Robert Greene books, when you're using all types of psychology, it's how do you make the person feel? And even most importantly, how do we feel? How do you feel about you? Do you feel worthy? Do you feel worthy of success? Do you feel worthy of wealth? Do you feel worthy of love? All of it is in the feeling. And I love this song, and I gave her, I hope she did her homework. Her homework was to listen to the song and sing it to herself in the mirror, because if we can feel that way about ourselves, we could definitely, most definitely, I'm sure of it, manifest for someone else to have those same feelings about us. The feeling, everything always starts with you. It starts with you first. Feel for you before you feel for something else. Fall helplessly and hopelessly in love with yourself. Allow the heart to override the mind. Do it. And I feel for everyone that takes the time to watch these videos. I do feel lately a tremendous amount of love and happiness and success lately. And it all started with that first feeling of having those feelings and embodying those feelings for myself. Like Mr. Mr. Nelson did over here. How did he have to feel about himself to even pose like that? Like, how do you even, let me see. Can you do that? How did he feel about himself? He felt that he was the greatest rock star on the planet, right? And anyway, my offer to you this week is to obviously check out the song. It's a groovy tune, if you don't know it already. And maybe sing yourself a little love song. Fall in love with yourself a little bit. Allow the heart to override the mind a little bit. Allow your imagination to flow. This is Quantum Queen 3121. Thank you for listening. I feel for you. Bye.